think and break me.
Hi guys, welcome back if you've been here before, and if you're brand new then thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you'd like to stick around and join us in all of our adventures. You can do that by hitting the little subscribe button.
That's there.
If you do hit the subscribe button, then please make sure to turn on the notification bell as well, and then you'll be notified every single time that we post.
Yes.
So if you're watching our vlogs, which you should be, and if you're not, I'll leave them linked up there, you'll know that we recently went to London and we visited the Warner Brothers studio tour.
We did, yes, really good day, really awesome day.
Yeah, before we went, we didn't look for much information, but we wanted to share what we thought, our must-dos, and some tips with you guys about the Warner Brothers studio tour today in this video.
Absolutely, it'd be nice to go over and do a review of it and see what we thought, yeah.
Yeah, so we wanted to start by getting there, obviously, that's important when you're going somewhere. So we were staying in central London, and we got the tube to Victoria Station.
Yes.
From there we got the train to Watford Junction.
We did.
And then from there
we got the bus from Watford Junction to Warner Brothers Studios.
Yeah.
Because they put the bus on what costs £3 each.
Yeah, it's £3 return per person.
Yep.
On the bus as well, they have a little TV that shows, I think it's Warwick Davis, isn't it?
Yes,
and he's
yeah.
telling you all about what you're about to see.
What to do when you get there.
Yeah.
Sort of where to put your bags, where to get your tickets, and then tell you where your restrooms are and where you want some drinks and food and that.
Yeah, just be warned as well though, there is only one TV downstairs. We stood in front of it by accident, because they just pack everybody onto the bus, so if you can't see it, you can't see it.
No, but we can hear it, speakers, I think you might be able to still hear it, so.
Yeah, so once you arrive, you get off the bus and you walk along, I think there's a car park.
Yep.
There's some huge chess pieces, which I wowed at.
Of course, and get your Instagram photos there, because that's a really good Instagram photo.
Yeah, with the tickets.
Yep.
And then you go in and you go through security, which is boring.
Yeah, it was boring, but it's easy. It didn't take long at all. I think there was two or three people, maybe security staff doing it, so it didn't take long.
Yeah, you whizzed right through. And it's not intensive, he's just checking you for...
Of course, and bags, like normal, like airports.
Yeah, to be safe. Yeah. And then from there you go into, I mean, I called it a lobby, but I feel like that's the wrong word, but I don't know what the right word would be.
I don't think it gives it justice, but lobby, but I guess it is.
Yeah.
It's got to be a lobby, but it doesn't give it justice as in how big it is.
Yeah, it's a big space.
Yeah.
So you walk in and you can collect any pre-bought headsets.
Yes.
You can also go and pay for headsets.
Yep.
We bought the headsets,
yes.
And I don't think we really used them.
No, we didn't use them at all, I think. It was a good idea when you buy the tickets, they said, oh, you can have this, and you think, well, do I want that? I mean, for us, we was with a group of friends, so we wanted to talk as we're going around, and we could obviously read and see what the stuff we were looking at anyway. So I guess if you want to use the headsets, you can, if on your own, or the two of you, but yeah, we didn't use them at all.
No. So just be aware of that. There are staff around that'll give you information, and obviously you can read all of the like the information cards.
Yeah.
And I suppose if you're coming from another country and English isn't your, clearly it isn't mine.
Of course, yeah.
English isn't your first language, the headset would be good because you can change the language.
Absolutely, yeah, that's probably what it's meant for, really, I think.
Yeah. There's also a customer service desk there that I needed to use because I lost my ticket. We got through the security and I literally lost my ticket. Like,
yeah, I have no idea how she done that.
No, but they were really good with us. They gave us our tickets back. I was just a numpty. There's bathrooms.
There is, and it's a big gift shop, a massive gift shop. You can quite easily spend a lot of time just walking around. It looks smaller than it is before you go in. You think, oh, this is not take long, but then there's like different.
Yeah, like different sections for different things.
And you think, okay, this is one shop and it's massive. So
I could have spent so much money in there.
Yeah, you can spend so much money, so much time in there, easily, yeah.
There's also a little canteen. I say little, it wasn't that little actually. Like a medium-sized canteen.
Yep.
That had fish and chips.
Alcohol.
Yeah, that was cool. And then the chocolate frog bar.
Yes, where you got a milkshake from.
I got a milkshake from there. And they sell all like cupcakes and sweets and chocolate and ice cream.
It looks really good. To be fair, it looks really, really nice.
Yeah.
There's also a Starbucks, my favourite. So you can get a cup of coffee as well if you wanted to.
Yeah. We would recommend at this point using the bathrooms.
There's no other bathrooms before you get halfway mark.
Yeah.
On your tour.
Yeah, so you don't want to be busted a quarter of the way in.
No.
You won't enjoy it.
Yeah, so to take advantage of them.
Yeah. We would recommend, I know some people don't like to get places early. We generally like to get places early. But this is one of the places that if you did get there early, there'd be so much to do.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, like you said, the shop itself, you can spend quite half an hour in that shop alone. So you take that as well as getting something to eat, as well as having a coffee. And to be fair, there's plenty of photo opportunities just in that first bit anyway. And without giving everything away, there's quite a big dragon in the centre of that place. So loads of photos and loads of opportunities where you can sit and chill out before your tour starts.
Yeah, so moving on to the tour, on your tickets you're given a time, and it's like between 12 and 12:30.
Yep.
During that time, between 12 and 12:30 say, you can go up to the entrance of the tour at any point between that time.
Yes.
There was a queue for pretty much the entire time we were there.
Yeah, like you say, we got there early anyway, so I think we were there an hour and a half early, so we had an hour to chill out, like in the shop and have some eat and drink, and then we queued up about half an hour before we meant to, and they let us in, no problem at all.
Yeah, so you go through all of the rooms, and we don't want to give too much away, so we might be a little bit vague and just touch on some parts of the tour.
Yep.
But you go in, and I think everybody at this point knows that you can see the Great Hall.
Yes, that's incredible. Take as much time as you want, don't get rushed through. You feel like you have to because they let group in and then they let another group in. So spend as much time in as you can and get the photos. Don't get rushed through if you can help it.
Yeah, and in Helena and Martin's video about the Harry Potter Studios tour, they do mention, and we will mention as well, that if you needed more time in the Great Hall, you can leave and then come back in with the next group if there's pictures you still want to get.
Absolutely, that's really good advice, definitely.
But that's the only part of the tour that happens. The rest of it, you're free range people and you can go and see whatever you want at whatever speed.
Absolutely, and take your time because there's a lot to see.
Yeah, there's no way you will see everything on the first tour.
Not at all, no.
No. So you walk through, you know, we might touch on some of the areas in a second, but lunch is in the middle of the tour pretty much, or it doesn't have to be lunch, but food is in the middle of the tour.
Yeah, you can take your own food in the middle, but you're only allowed to eat your food at the halfway point. Yeah, you can't stop wherever you like and eat. It has to be at a canteen place.
Yeah. There are staff members throughout the tour. I want to call them cast members because Disney.
Yeah, I know, I've been doing that.
But there are staff throughout. While we were there, it was the Defence Against the Dark Arts because it was Halloween.
It was.
Or it was after Halloween, wasn't it? But
it was still Halloween. Very good, yeah.
And they were showing us how the Death Eater masks were made.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah.
They sort of went through how they packed it for the actor and if it was an extra, what they wore rather than the actor. So, like Emma said, it's really good to spend the time and talk to your cast members, the staff, and actually learn about what they got to say because they have got some knowledge there.
Yeah, and they were telling us how the masks have evolved, and how inside the mask, like the Lucius Malfoy character, he refused basically, or he didn't like to have the mask on because he uses his face to act so much. So often in the scenes where it's Lucius but he's got his Death Eater mask on, it's his stunt double or his double wearing it and not him at all.
Oh, so. Absolutely, it's incredible. So
but you wouldn't even think that.
But there's a lot of stuff about doing a lot. We've seen another person that talked to us about the outfits that he wore. What was really interesting.
And then there was a lady making up snot.
Yes.
And blood.
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah,
mixing it all together and that. Yeah, so absolutely spend your time, don't rush through and see what they're doing and ask questions.
Yeah, there's also tons and tons and tons of photo opportunities. So there's the regular ones where you can just kind of selfie in front of things or whatever, but there also are some where you can go and interact with props. For example, we have a wand picture.
We do, yeah, it's really good.
And then there's one where you can sit and it makes somebody like Hagrid size and somebody like teeny tiny.
Big and small,
but there's tons of those, but there are also photo opportunities that you have to pay for.
Yeah.
We didn't do any of those, and we still have tons of pictures. So
yeah, there's plenty of ones you don't have to pay for. If you want to do the ones paid for, they look really good. There's like green screen that you can get in front of, and like a flying car or
and ride a broom. And
yeah, so they're really good, but there is an extra cost for them, but they would be awesome. If you didn't want to pay extra, there are tons, like Emma said, tons of other places you can take photos from.
Yeah, they've got Ron's car, or Ron's dad's car, Hagrid's bike, that's what you took a picture with prior. Hagrid's bike, they've got the night bus, it's just...
absolutely loads,
so moving on to food and drink, we obviously mentioned that there is the canteen before the tour. You come back out into the same lobby, so there's the same canteen after the tour, and then there's a lunch stop or a food stop midway as well.
Yeah, and it's how you would expect. It's burger and chips. It's
we kind of were just describing it as theme park food.
Yeah. So if you grab a butter beer because you have to. You gotta try it if you haven't.
I don't really like butter beer. You don't really like it.
I don't know. It's one of them. It's in ones like the more you drink of it, the nicer it is. The first couple mouthfuls are not that nice. But yeah, you got to try it because you know Harry Potter.
Yeah, so grab one of those.
Yep.
The queues were pretty much, I mean, they were pretty long the entire time we were there. Everybody, that's where you get food.
Yeah,
so expect a little wait.
A little wait, but it wasn't too bad.
Maybe 15-20 minutes.
Yeah,
in the queue.
it wasn't any more than that. So
No.
yeah, expect that and take your time with it.
And there's burgers, there's chips. There's less food options at the one in the middle than there are at the one at the beginning.
Absolutely.
So bear that in mind. We're happy with the burger, so we were happy, but just bear that in mind.
Absolutely, and there are some toilets and restrooms there as well. So again, that's your last opportunity before you do your second half. If you needed to go to use your loo and that.
Yeah, and it wasn't too expensive.
Not at all. No, I mean
it was expensive for a burger and chips, but not for a day out.
Considering where you are, theme park, attraction, it was what you expect really. It's theme paid places.
Yeah. So we both picked some must-dos.
Yeah.
So do you want to do one of yours first?
Well, obviously mine's going to be the photo opportunities, the 3 ones. That's the most obvious one, I think.
Yeah. I like the Forbidden Forest.
Absolutely.
I think because they warn you about it before you go in and they say, oh, if you're scared of spiders, don't go. I think because I'd expected to not like it. When I went through there, and it's not very scary.
Not at all.
There are spiders, so if you have an intense fear of spiders, then you might not like it. But they don't jump out, they don't run around, they're just where they are and they do this, some of them.
But there is a way around that if you don't want to go around it. But like I said, it's not that bad. So.
No, it's not scary. That's not really scary.
No.
So it was cool to see it and like see how they filmed it, because that's amazing that there wasn't an entire forest.
Absolutely.
Unless there was, and that's just the set that they used for some of it.
No, it's incredible. Like I said, it's amazing. It's definitely worth walking through because you get all the fog as well. What they break. What's amazing.
And there's buttons to push, and everyone loves pushing a button.
Yeah, we won't give it to everyone away, but it's definitely worth going through if you can. If you can. Not be too scared of the spiders.
Yeah, we both said that the Great Hall was a great one. Obviously, it's a must-do because you literally have to do it. You can't go around it.
No.
You have to do it. But also, the doors open and it's an oh wow moment.
It's massive. I think he said 24 double-deck buses can get in there.
Something like that.
I think something like that. Well, it's massive and it's so grand. It is, oh wow, that looks impressive. But I also going to check in the bank.
Gringotts.
Yeah, that's really, really good, and oh wow as well. I really enjoyed that part of it.
Yeah, that was really cool actually, because they had all of the goblins and like you can see like down into the vault.
Absolutely.
Kind of, not really, but a little bit. And we also said if you can, I mean they obviously do different things throughout the year. We just looked out that it was Defense Against the Dark Arts because it was Halloween, and if you've watched this channel ever, you know that baddies are always my favourite.
Absolutely.
So there were a little bit, there were touches of like the dark arts, and like we got to fight with the Death Eaters.
That was really good. We got some footage of that, and that turned out really, really well.
I don't know if you get to do that all year round, but definitely for the Defense of the Dark Arts, and it was a really fun interaction, and we got a picture.
We only can talk about the Halloween side, and we really enjoyed it. But I'm sure other parts of the year,
Christmas would be amazing.
Yeah, would be good as well because they do other parts of that as well. So yeah, enjoy whatever season you're going into, I guess.
Yeah. So overall, Do you want to give your overall opinion, Sam?
Yeah, my overall, really liked it. It was really interesting. So much fun. Having said that, I only watched the films only once. All of them only once, MV. So I have seen all the films, but only once. So for me, I should have watched the films again before I went to the tour, because there's some parts that I thought, well, I can't remember that. What is that? So I think it would have been a better experience for me if I seen the films more recent again. Having said that, I didn't spoil it. I had a really good time. Definitely worth going. It's so much fun, so interesting, and it's great to see where they filmed it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Parts of it.
Yeah, definitely. So I think if you can watch the films before you go, it's definitely worth doing.
Yeah.
For me.
Yeah. So I grew up reading the books, and then I've watched the films over and over again. I don't like the first two films actually. I don't know why, and I know lots of people do, but the first two films are not my favourite. But I would definitely, if you're into Harry Potter and you've read the books, it's amazing to go and see it. And because you're not necessarily seeing like the characters.
Yeah.
You're seeing like costume and props, and so it's not like, oh, there's Hermione Granger. It's like that's what Emma Watson wore to be Hermione Granger.
Yeah.
So it really was an amazing experience to see like what props they used and how big and small things were, because really you think you know, and then you have no concept, because well, I don't want to tell you, but there's some Hagridy things that
yeah, it was incredible.
Yeah.
Just say no more about it. Just enjoy it.
Yeah, I liked how interactive it was, especially the last 2/3 of the tour, because there's buttons and you can like get in things and touch things and play with things.
And there's the last bit, the right end of the tour, there's like a dragon comes through, don't they, with smoke and fire. What's really good.
Yeah, that is cool. Yeah, so it took us about 6 hours to get around, maybe a little bit longer.
Yeah.
But we weren't speeding round, and we took a little while for lunch. You know, we were taking our time.
We were, and that's what's good. You can do it in how quick you want to do it, really. You can whiz around if you want to, but then you can take 7 hours if you wanted to. You know, I'm sure we were probably at the upper limit of how long we took, because we took a long time, but we had a really good day and we didn't want to rush it. Yeah,
I reckon you could do it anywhere between 3 and 6 hours, maybe 7 if you need to read every single thing, which we didn't do. We kind of walked through, oh wow, you know, if there was something interesting, we read it, you know, things like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I think that's all we've got to say on it. I definitely would recommend.
Absolutely, no, I definitely would recommend. But the only tip I would say is, if you're a bit rusty on your films and haven't seen them for a long time like I hadn't, then watch them again before you go.
Yeah, so thanks for watching. I hope this review helped you, and if you're ever going to Harry Potter World or the Warner Brothers Studios, is what I mean, please let us know down in the comments, and let us know when you're going, because I think you should go with the Defense of the Dark.
Absolutely, have a good time. See you later. Take care, guys. Bye.